the internet. It is Sunday the 9th of April 2023 and welcome back to the channel. This is somewhat of a sad situation. Definitely a dicey situation here. Doesn't really affect me greatly, but it is pretty sketchy and I want to bring this to light. Even though this is already an existing situation, what is it now? So this is ongoing for the last 9 days. So it's the 9th of April. This story broke on the 1st of April. And because of my, I was going to say connection to Jack Daniels. I don't have a connection to Jack Daniels any longer. But aside from, you know, the Jack behind me and having an enjoyment of the product, there's no tie-in to me or Gives a Minute with Jack Daniels. There might have been in the past a small connection, but that's subsided since then. But this is devastating for collectors of Jack Daniels products. If you're a collector of the whiskey, you need to know about this because it could affect you. What's happened? Someone in the community, and when I say the community, I mean the global community, somebody has been caught refilling and resealing Jack Daniels bottles and selling them off as what they're not. So exclusive rare bottles filled up with some lousy Aldi whiskey that he buys in bulk and then sells them off as, no, this is the actual. And it looks legit because he's resealed them. He must have his own shrink wrap cellophane machine. Someone in the community brought this to the attention of the community on April 1, so everybody thought it might have been an April Fool's joke, but as it's played out, it clearly is not an April Fool's joke. There is, well, first of all, I guess let's just go in and read the content and see how this broke. I want to give props to the world famous Jack Daniels. Hang on a second. Hello, by the way, this is a live stream. I don't want to just ramble and rant. I want to talk. So if you're in the chat, speak up. This is a YouTube stream. I can see 3 watching on YouTube and I see 0 likes. If we can get the likes up to 3, that'd be handy. 3 watching and 0 likes. That's not a very good ratio at this stage. Mind you, I've just begun. But yeah, look, I'm gonna read this off and we're gonna walk through it and then we'll talk about, you know, how this could affect you and what you could possibly do to not have this be so dramatic or so drastic. And then we can also talk about what you think should happen to the gentleman behind all this. So the website or the Facebook group that broke this, the world famous Jack Daniels Collectors Page UK, on April 1, Mike Crotty posted this. Now there's an English name if you've ever had one, Mike Crotty. Evening all, I'm really sad to have to do this. It's been brought to my attention that the gold medal I bought off of Neil Cole is actually fake. It has a fake cello. A cello is short for cellophane, which is this wrap that you see on the top here. And it seems the bottle had been refilled with something else. I've attached a picture of my fake cello. I love this JD family and I'm so sad that this has happened. Like many of you, I don't have this sort of money to throw away. Please check anything you have bought from him and be cautious of any auctions from him also. Hey, Dalesky, what a friggin' do. How you doing, Dale? Good to see you, buddy. Hello, Skins. We're just talking about this Jack Daniels news. This is... Look, once we've gone through this story, I'll happily hang out and chill here with you guys. It's Easter Sunday and I wouldn't mind a beer, just a bit of a relax and tell you about what I've been doing the last couple of days. Haven't been streaming, I've been busy shooting a festival, but I want to get through this first just so that it gets documented because as it stands, this is all over these Facebook groups, but there isn't any... Outside of Facebook, there's nothing searchable about this situation. And I believe if I can put a live stream together, then at least this will be searchable through Google and later on people can come back to it and refer to it. So I want to keep this Jack Daniels conversation sort of up the front and get it done. and then we can waffle on, and I definitely will waffle and ramble. Happy Easter, everyone. Thank you, Dowski. Thank you, man. So yeah, let's continue reading. So he's posted a photo of this fake cello. Now what you'll learn coming up as we scroll through this, the key giveaway is these little, you can see it right there, these little bubble lines and where they're located on the seal. So this post has 342 comments. Let's read them in order, or at least most of them. All comments in a chronological order. First, the few previous, so it doesn't put them all. Okay, great, Facebook. So first person to answer was Ilulian Bibibutituts. And they're also posting their images, which, as you can see, can't quite see from that one, it's a pretty poor photo, but as you can see from this one, it's the same seal, right? It's the same kind of seal. Here's another one. These, like, and if you're not a collector and you're just looking at that going, what's the deal? That looks like a normal cellophane seal. Well, as you'll find out, it's clearly a fake one, and people in the community recognize what a real one is. And so we'll get to that as well. And these are all people that have paid lots of money, like big money, for these products. What the hell, Neil Cole? And also, when this broke, Neil Cole was active on Facebook. His profile was visible and he was there to be spoken to. So I did reach out to him and I asked him to come on this very stream to explain what's going on. Possibly we've got it wrong. Is it possible that we're in the wrong? You know, in the sake of being at least covering all bases, there could be a very logical explanation behind this. It doesn't sound like it, and it doesn't look like it, but for the sake of any element of doubt, I invited Neil Cole on for a chat. He obviously declined. Well, he didn't even respond. And then days later, because this happened on April 1, days later, his account disappeared. And I believe he's being investigated by the UK Fraud Commission, or fraud. We'll get to that. But Jack Daniels are onto this, right? Jack Daniels got onto this. The Brown Foreman got onto this, and they're pursuing legal pursuits of this guy. Yo, MD Witt, how you doing? Good morning. Happy Easter, MD Witt. Trouble is here now. Trouble, you say. Trouble's in the house. And so this person says that's very unlike Neil. So there's a lot of people that were backing him originally. Wayne Suckling says the evidence says otherwise. And then that's absolutely gutting. I didn't think someone like him would have it in him. It's so sad. I'm not saying you guys are lying. I'm just shocked, if all I'm honest, of all the people. This person, Wendy White, sadly, I have 3 bottles with the same seller confirmed as fake. There you go. There's another one. This is that structure of the cellophane. Fake, fake, fake. View 2 more replies. There you go. There's a clear. This seal here in the center, this is normal. These little extra bubble lines, they're fake. Prove that it is from him. So this person's sticking up for it. Christian sticking up for him. Thank you, Neil. I can't wait to see your word about this. This is a post that he sent. Parcel sent, tracking from Royal Mail. Thank you, Neil. So this person wants to believe. They want to believe that this is not happening, but the evidence is overwhelming. Here's another one. Barrel House Batch 1, fake seal. Not you too. At least 3 confirmed fake seals. Fecking hell, that's poo. Just a little bit, so sad to see. How do you know it's not the correct liquid? Enough already. If you have issues, contact Neil personally. Stop airing it in public. You have no idea how damaging this is to a human being. Forget his business. Speak to him directly or back the fuck off. And that's and when this kind of came out, that's why I reached out to the guy. I knew I wanted to do this stream, right? I knew I wanted to do a stream about this, but I wanted to give this guy Neil Cole the benefit of the doubt. Just like Nikki Holland James is suggesting, I wanted to give the option or the opportunity for them to come out and saying, dude, this is the reason people are upset. I'll explain that. But he declined. He deleted his profile and moved on. Again, evidence is overwhelming here. Nikki Dillon says he's been approached by the OP, the original poster, and yet to hear anything back. It could well be the correct liquid in there. However, the seals are wrong for the type of bottle. I'd be checking your bottles as well if I was you to be safe. Adam says, why not air it in the public? If he's done nothing wrong, then why would he be bothered? I wouldn't be bothered. I'd just prove I'm a decent seller. But if it's true, then people need to be made aware. It won't damage him in any shape or form if he hasn't done it. Exactly, right? Exactly. What are the replies here? This shows your inexperience in the situation. There's been enough time spent behind closed doors where all the evidence has been collected from vastly experienced collectors. This hasn't just been done on a whim. Mike Crotty, the original poster, says, even if on some of these occasions the liquid may be right, the fake seller makes the bottles next to worthless. Nobody will buy them without the original seals, as you have no proof what's inside. Would you buy a bottle of Coke from the shop if someone had clearly put a Fanta lid on it? No, you wouldn't. Dale in the chat, I'm a fake Dale. Prove me wrong. 26 replies to that one. Damn, I want to read these. Nikki, still defending this guy. Nikki, what's wrong with you? Not my point, to be fair. My point is deal directly, not all over Facebook if you have an issue. You're seriously wrong on this issue, says Sam. Not defending what's been done, asking for this to be taken offline is all. Facebook is not the place. Dude, I 100% disagree with that. If Facebook is not the place for this, what is the place? This guy makes his business selling through Facebook. He garners business using Facebook pages and groups of Jack Daniels collectors. He's been caught refilling bottles. So not only has he been caught refilling, he's been proven with receipts to be buying a lot of empties. Now, why would a collector buy that many empties of everything, right? Obviously, to refill them and seal them. Obviously. So this is all coming, right? All those receipts are there. So if he can use Facebook groups and pages to find the business and then scam everybody, why can't we use the same group that he used to call him out? Nikki, you're wrong. This is the way to do this. This is the way to attract enough attention to then have this resolved. And obviously that's what did happen. Jack Daniels, Brown-Forman Group, got involved. They're now pursuing him legally. Legally, he is being... It might have already happened. So this is already 9-10 days ago, but he has been pursued. And there is fraud claims, which will be criminal. So, damn, dudes. Mike, the OP, says 2 reasons. Firstly, my messages are not being responded to. Right on. So he already did reach out to Neil. Secondly, we all time and time again call ourselves a family. Well, I'm just looking out for mine, I guess. It seems with good reason, judging by the response. Right on. I got you, Mike. Dean, every right to be posted here, just gutted for those affected. Nikki backs up again. Fair enough, I suppose. I just hate the nastiness of some. And I worry what the comments are doing to a person. No one thinks about that. Why would you defend? Who? Personally, I do not give a flying fuck for this Neil guy. He scammed people. Knowingly scammed the community of collectors. Not me. I don't collect like that. I have bought a few bottles online, usually from local sellers, but I've never bought from a UK guy. No, that's not true. Lewis Fletcher, I bought from Lewis. He's good. But this sticking up for someone when they've been found to be done wrong, no one, like, the dude's a criminal, right? Criminal. And you're saying, oh, what about his feelings? Fuck their feelings. They fucked over the community. Now feel the repercussions of it. Nikki. Some people, right? Some people. Adam, of course it is, as Facebook is where there is a community of people who may be affected. Yeah, so this is where you should do it. How do you not understand this could affect many collectors? We've all had a right to know. Multiple people have already shown incorrect seals. Facebook is the only place for this conversation, so we all know to avoid buying from said person, or we all know he's done nothing wrong and is a decent seller. Exactly. This conversation is the exact moment, and this is obviously a week ago, this is the time when Neil Cole should have jumped in. If he was innocent, he should have jumped in and said, hey dudes, can I shed some light to this? Here's the situation. Here's what happened. Even if he knew he was caught, he could have come in and said, you got me. I fucked everybody over. I never thought I'd get caught. What can I do to make it right? I'll take a loan out. I'll do the right. If he had any integrity. But it looks like he did it to near on 40 people. And when we're talking like thousands of dollars per bottle kind of thing, we're talking a fair crack of money here. This is not like just some dude with a little side business. This is a business that he's made. So it could be that he's gone in so deep. And by the way, this is just Jack Daniels. Is it possible he was doing this in all other whiskeys, right? There's other communities of whiskeys. He could have been doing it there as well. Probably find out later on he was. A lot of naive fools online, Dale. Right on. The Nikki sounds naive. Yeah, I agree. MD agrees, absolutely, yeah. What a shame, right? Like, stick up for the guy who's just fucked everybody over. Sam says, Nikki, it really is though. Facebook group is where probably every collector gets 90% of their collection. Everything is built on trust, confidence, and reputation. In this group, outing people or raising suspicions is the only way the UK collecting market will carry on. Otherwise, it's done. I think you have conflicted interests in the matter, as I'm sure you're on the bandwagon if I had have rehomed you and many others a suspect bottle. A lot of effort has been spent behind closed doors on this, and like someone mentioned, it's out in the open now. The person accused could defend themselves. If you're still conflicted, I suggest you join the Bourbon's Reasonable Magistrate Facebook page and educate yourself on how damaging counterfeiting is. I didn't even know there was one. Russell, Mike Crotty, I wouldn't have been any wiser if it wasn't aired here. Okay, so these people sticking up for it. Yeah. Some people up to $1,000, £1,000 or more. Jeez, man. So Nikki still, I do not believe that he is the person. Oh, wow. So Nikki is flat out saying she doesn't believe it. A lot of evidence. Nikki, you just can't see it when it slaps you in the face. Here's Lewis Keith. This guy's legit. I've dealt with him. And then Nikki says, I'm not interested in the right or the wrong of it. I'm concerned for the mental health damage that is possibly being caused. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, cry me a river. Mental health for the guy scamming people? Dude. All right. Maybe I'm too harsh, but the dude doesn't deserve any help right now. And she's all over it, isn't she? She's like just carrying this up. I wanted to see more about the other scam people that got scammed. Like, there's another one, Bicentennial, one of mine to add to the collection of sellers being posted. Incorrect seal. I'm no expert, but all these sellers look the same, and I would expect many different varieties from all different bottles. Please, someone tell me I'm wrong. All the same fake cello from eBay when all these bottles have different cellos. Every bottle from a riverboat to a Coy Hill has the same cello. That's definitely not right. In 1895, imagine buying a bottle of Jack Daniels from 1895 and having it being refilled. Just imagine, right? Just imagine you bought a bottle of whiskey that had been bottled in 1895. It might have been the year that your grandfather was born, or it might have been the year that Captain Cook sailed across and you were like, I want to celebrate that year. I'm getting myself a fucking expensive bottle. Dude, that was my stomach. Did you hear that? I see you agree with me, stomach. Maybe my stomach wants an 1895 bottle of Jack. Imagine you bought that and you paid top dollar, which you would have. And now you find out that by looking at the seal, inside that bottle is cheap shit from Aldi that some fuckwits refilled and resealed. Imagine the feeling you'd have. But you can't get upset because the guy who did it might have a sensitive bone in his body. Get out of here. Get out of here. And this guy, well, for fuck's sake, right on. Also have the same seal on a bottle from Neil Cole. Yeah, Neil Cole. That's no excuse, right? One could argue that every criminal has mental issues. Right on, Dale. That's a good... Dude, that's a great answer to that. Like, someone should have posted that too. Like, yeah, you're concerned about his mental health? And you should be. He's obviously not quite sound there to even take this risk on. So yeah, maybe you should go and see the guy. He needs help. Badly, right? Badly. And while you're there, can you find out where all the money is and pay back those that he scammed? You know, or are you just going to worry about the guy's mental health? How about you get the money back first and then deal with the dude? My take on it only. Here's a moderator, Mark Boyd. In that case, I'd say let's get checking every bottle we have ever received from everywhere and from everyone, as I ain't an expert in any sellers at all. Lost the will to collect. Okay. To be honest, mate, no need to check every bottle received from everywhere, just from a small circle in the UK. Sorry to say, it's the third party. But this is not just UK. This does go global. Like, he did ship globally. So this is... Keeping it local to the UK, sure, that's where it started from, but it stretched further afield. Looking like it was a premeditated exercise, not something he bought on the cheap to flip and be done. Sad to say this, but every single one of this needs to be reported as fraud or he'll get away with it. Is he working on his own or has he got accomplices? A set of gold medals could have easily been bought, resold through the seller, not known. This is multiple bottles. Seems fishy. Don't forget, this is how it broke. This is how this broke, and obviously there's more to the story. But Glyn says, hope this pans out right, but watching the outcome closely, I hope Neil defends himself. To my knowledge, he didn't. To my knowledge, the guy remained quiet for the first 4 days and then just deleted his profile. But by that stage, people had already screenshotted it, posted it everywhere, photos, like somebody leaked his address. Now, I'm not going to do that, but his photo's well and truly out there. I mean, he had a public Facebook profile, right? So none of this, you could say none of this is me doxing him. This is already well and truly out there on the internet. I'm just bringing it, what I really want to do on this stream is get this searchable, because Facebook is a closed ecosystem, and once you start searching, you got to search within Facebook. But if you search outside of Facebook, you don't really come up with anything yet. Barrel House bought from him last week. Fake seal. Gutted. James Body, I've not bought from a long time. Still in my collection. Sorry to the folks it's affecting. Puts you off collecting. We need evidence of a photo of an empty bottle and a date barrel, no rack. And this is where Lewis comes into it. Lewis did sell a lot of empties, and he will come in soon. This guy here, this guy's a legend. He will come in and post as he does, and he will show you his bottles that he sold. And by the way, at that point, I will also say, selling an empty bottle, there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with selling an empty bottle. Just like there's nothing wrong with digging up some dirt and finding an old whiskey bottle and going, oh, wow, look at the shape of that bottle. The old empty bottles, they have an intrinsic value. The problem lies when fuckers like this Neil Cole guy buys them en masse with the sole objective of refilling them. That's where the problem lies. To that effect, someone said that you should drill a small hole, get like the thinnest drill bit and drill a small hole so that they can't be refilled. That would check, right? But then you risk the idea of breaking the glass as you drill, but that would definitely cover it. Daleski, pisses me off when some idiots try to defend the criminal and blame the victim. That's base awkwards. That's backwards. Happens all the time. MD Wit, it does. It's a shame, isn't it? I'm wanting to buy nice empty bottles, but if I buy them, they're for projects, for lamps. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so here's a person who's obviously friends with him. And by the way, these were clickable before, and now they're not. This person says, fuck's sake, this is disgusting. I bought a bicentennial, same seller, low life scum. People work hard to collect and someone takes advantage like this. Sadly, the accused silence speaks volumes. He did seem to have an endless amount of stock. Can't believe he got away with it for so long. Well done for spotting it, guys. I would have never known. Bug Nana, hey kiddos, how you doing, Bug Nana? Good to see you. Hello, skins. Base awkwards is slang for ass backwards. It is now? I did not know that. Well, now you know. So this person submitted a report to fraud. This is a UK organization, I guess. Let's get down to the part where the bottles and receipts are. So these are all from the same dude, right? All from the same guy. What a shame, man. There you go. There's the actual original seal. Oh yeah, this is my post a week ago. Just out of curiosity, what has he been filling them with? We all have a good nose for whiskey. Any idea by visual appearance or taste, if opened, what he's been refilling them with? My thinking is you could compare a fresh bottle of the cheap stuff with what is in the scam bottle for 100% confirmation of the scam if we needed more evidence, which it seems like we don't. And Wayne said maybe cheap crap from Aldi, keep profit margins up, more than likely. What a scumbag. Probably Aldi special, which I don't mind actually. I gotta be honest, I don't mind a little Aldi. I'm just trying to find, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Yeah, isn't this a sad state? Like this person, Julie Burns, this kills me for so many reasons. I'm truly gutted for all that have been ripped off from their hard-earned money. This is a picture of my riverboat, or as the boys are telling me, a PG Tips decanter. That's a tea. PG Tips is English tea. I've always refrained from buying a decanter from fear of getting a refill, but when someone you have respect for comes to your house and hands you a bottle... So Neil Cole went to her house and brought her a bottle, hand-delivered the scam. This guy's a real piece of work. I know we all make mistakes, but the same person has handed out numerous bottles with the same fake seal. It's too coincidental. Man... I understand all that is being said, and I wish I didn't have to spend my evening micromanaging what I'm typing. Yeah, mental health is a big factor, blah, bling, blang, blang. Not to mention my son who will inherit my collection that I spent all that money on fakes. Dude, the guy came to your house. Still silent. Hasn't spoke up, right? He's got a website. I forgot to mention that. He has his own website. So he sells on websites, folks. Site whiskey, xlwhiskey.co.uk. xlwhiskey.co.uk. This is where he sold stuff on, dudes. Gone, right? The domain is now parked. I mean, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? Guilty! Where's my, have I lost it? No, here it is. Oh, good. Interesting when you go on his personal Facebook. That's your guy there, by the way, Neil. So we're going to get to... Okay, so here's a person. Here's a person who was selling empties. Sue. And this is from Neil Cole. I'll take all those that are available. Please send me the payment details. So he was buying en masse. He was buying empties. What for? Refilling. To be fair, silence is not an admission of guilt. I reject that. Yeah. In this instance, though, in a community where you're active up until the point where someone calls you out. So up until then, he was very active and commenting and partaking in conversations and buying. And as you can see from these screenshots, interacting with people up until the point when it was found out what he was doing. And then silence. That kind of leads to guilty. In my mind. I'm not a judge, a jury, or the lawyer, but if you're active and then someone says, dude, have you been refilling bottles and fake sealing them? And you don't say anything, and then your website up and disappears, and all your correspondence disappears, and your Facebook profile goes on private, yeah, I don't know. That tells me guilty. Sounds like a mini bootleg job from what little we know. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're seeing here, and that's what I want to illustrate. These people must have been doing a project. Yeah, mate, he had a project, and it wasn't to make bedside lamps. It was to scam the crap out of people. So now we see... now we're going to start seeing the bottles that Lewis... Here we go. Look at this. Lewis Keith Fletcher. Unfortunately, it looks like one of the empty bottles I sold has been refilled. Need a better photo of the seller tomorrow, but for sure the same box. So here we go. Side-by-side comparison. This is the box. Note the creasage and the bends up here and the artifacting on the bottle, on the box. Then look at this. It's the same, dude. It's the same bottle. It's the same box. And there it is. The fucking prick refilled it, sealed it, and sold it. What a low-life scum, right? That is deplorable. Busted 100%. Yeah, there's no denying that, right? No denying that. That sucks, dude. That sucks. What a shame, hey. My question is, does it taste as good or not? Well, he's apparently the speculation is he's just using shitty, cheap Aldi whiskey, which I don't personally have a problem with. If you're going to mix it with Coke, it's nice. The Highland Earl and the Highland Black, it's not bad. It's nothing like the Jack, right? But it's not bad. It's not worth $1,000 though. And it's not worth anything really. But yeah, it's what if you thought you were buying an exclusive bottle. Like if I thought these were bought from Neil Cole, I'd be spewing. But all the ones I bought have been from a retail store, so I'm good pretty much. Yeah, the only thing I've bought from an international seller is one of the Eric Church single barrel selects, and I haven't looked at it, but I don't think I've got a fraud. I hope I don't. I guess I should have checked it, but I just didn't think it would have affected me. So yeah, this is the Squire Dermot Hanlon says, maybe a lesson learned when selling empties, drill a hole in the bottom. Callum with a good point. Personally, I think people sticking up for the fraudster here need to be booted off any Jack Daniels page. The evidence is overwhelming, and if you're a Squire, shame on you. You're supposed to be the voice of JD. If you're that confident I've got an 1895 and a BH1 1994, you can buy at what I paid. I thought not. And so this person obviously sold an empty bottle of rye, and who did it go to? You know it, XL Whiskey, which is the business from Neil Cole. Hopefully you can start refunding some money. Nope. Now, I'm guessing 253 comments and nada from Neil. Yep. So someone leaked the phone number of the business. I have a feeling he'll not be answering. People talking about how you can get your money back if you paid through PayPal, and sometimes with if you've paid through credit card. Small claims for the courts. So what I wanted to illustrate was that's how this thing went on the world famous Jack Daniels collectors page, which if you want to join, I'll put it in the chat there so you can take a look at it yourself. That's the page if you want to join it. That's how that story got leaked. And as we moved on from there are updates, and it's been spread across multiple pages, like different. This is another page called Jackaholics. So this is the day later. They spread it as well. There's also the Jack Cave. So Sue Shield Clark spread it as well. There's your seals. There's your fake seal. And I want to find the one which explains where he's being reported by Jack Daniels themselves have looked into it. There is a conversation about that. It's probably in here, actually. Search this group, I guess, investigate. Yeah, so Garson Gillies. I should start a Jack Daniels group called Jackoffs. So this post from Garson, as some of you know, I work at Just Whiskey Auctions. We heads up regarding the JD Seals issue and a certain seller. I know they're looking into this closely just now, and we will sort out any buyer who's received an affected bottle. No shit, that's rad. The auction houses have the means to get the fraud and police involved quickly. I think his bank account details and financial records. Yeah. Fraudhouse, securingindustry.com. I just got a call by Graham from Just Whiskey and he proposed a full refund. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, that's not the post I was looking for, but there is a post where it mentions fraud and he's being... I spelled investigate wrong. Investigate? And it still came up though. Guess it's got to be looking for the word fraud. Yeah, okay, this is it. This is it. So Joel reposted this. Sounds like this dude's in trouble, Bug Nana. Absolutely. Like this guy will have, like, he'll get jail time. He'll be locked up for this. And there's no repercussion here, right? Like you got caught defrauding people. You have a business that's set up to defraud people. You're gonna go away for that, hey? Like, and that's just the Jack Daniels community. Imagine this. I'm assuming xlwhiskey.co.uk didn't just sell Jack, right? I'm assuming XL whiskey means all kinds of whiskey. So this guy's going to go down, hey? Joel, useful info for all those who got scammed by Neil Cole. Not sure how serious Brown-Forman will take it, but I'm betting they have some good lawyers who could be working on Neil given the right evidence. So this is from the Jack Cave, from Susan White Blausch. I guess by now everybody is aware of the scam artist Neil Cole, especially if you've been following some of the other Facebook pages. He's been refilling and resealing bottles for a long time and has scammed over 32 people. Alice Cocker Quatermass, who is an admin on the World of Squires, everyone should know Alice from the Secret Squire Christmas Exchange, has reached out to me so that I can let everyone else know what is going on. Alice has taken the reins and reached out to Jack Daniels, and they in turn have reached out to their legal department and now Neil is being investigated for bottle fraud. On the World of Squires page, 32 individuals have stepped forward as victims, many from other countries, not just the UK. The crimes have also been reported to Scotland Yard/Interpol. The legal teams have requested that anyone affected by these incidents please step forward and contact them via email to send pictures of the products involved should you have any bottles from this man. Alice received a message from Brown-Forman who stated that they sent all the information to the licensing department and they will look for all emails pertaining to the subject. If you have photos or emails to send, please use this address, jack_daniels@lynchburg.com. Use the subject line, Jack Daniels Trademarks and Licensing -bottle fraud. Thanks for reading. If you're a victim, please step forward. This is important to safeguard our love of the brand. There he is, folks. That's your guy. That's your man there. That's your guy. That's his business, established in 2021. This is the fake seal, which you can clearly see. That's a real seal. You can see the difference, right? Fake, real, fake, real, fake, real, fake, real, fake, real. You get the idea. And there's your guy. So what a shame. What a shame, dudes. Like, what, like, some people, right? Like, it's disappointing. Like, it's really disappointing when people, like, why can't we all just be good people? Why have there got to be fuckers out there? Like, why can't they just be people that just, it's just like bad driving, and just do the right thing. Like, don't, this is such a shame, man. Yeah, I'm it doesn't even really affect me because I don't think I've got anything that's fake, but it's really disappointing. It's just, it makes you feel like humankind sucks balls, right? Like, we fuck each other over like this. Like, we're all supposed to look after each other, right? We're all living in a society. We're all supposed to function inside of this group called society, and yet you got twats like this. And then you got other twats that stick up for him, defending him. Like, it doesn't... It just sucks for humankind, hey? All the turds coming out of the woodworks. I mean, imagine doing what this guy did. Like, imagine building up trust inside of a community, creating a business based around fraud. Like, wouldn't you think that at some point, what happens? Like, what would happen if somebody catches wind of it? Just what would happen? Did he check that off when he sort of decided, like, I'm going to start fake sealing and I'm going to refill all these bottles and just go for it? Did he think, okay, what's the pros of that? Well, I'll make a fuck ton of money. Okay, what are the cons? Man, people will get pissed off. Okay, well, they won't know about it. Well, could they find out? Well, I don't know. They're not that very smart, these whiskey guys. They're probably never going to look. It just took one person to go, hold on a second, that doesn't look like that. These don't look the same. What? Oh, what is... Oh, dude, no. Is that seal different? The seal's different. Check the other bottles, quick. Pretend this is a bottle. Pretend these are bottles. That seal doesn't look like that seal. Oh, no, dude, there's two bottles. Quick, check more bottles. That seal. And then you start putting it together and you're like, dude, this guy's been resealing. Fuck. You don't want it to be true. Like, you don't want that to be real. Didn't this guy think that he'd get caught? Like, did he not think that somehow he might get caught? Unbelievable. Bugnan, greed, jealousy, and I'm sure other faults contributed. We said before, mental health, right? He's obviously not quite sound. He's obviously not of all capacities functioning to think that he could get away with that, right? To set up a business doing it. Not quite there. Hey, I feel like that kind of concludes this segment of this stream, but again, the idea of doing this stream, and I let this ride for a week or two. I didn't want to be the one that came out. I thought someone else would do it on YouTube personally, but I didn't want to come out and just jump on the story, because it's not like, well, I'm not really that concerned with breaking news. And this happened on April 1. It's now April 9. But the point of this stream was to get this permanently out there so that people can find it. Because, like I said, searching Facebook is a nightmare, and Facebook might go belly up at some point anyway. So this is now outside of Facebook. It's on Google. It's going to be searchable. My advice for you is, if you're buying Jack Daniel's products that are not available retail, like are not current Jack Daniel's products, right? If you're going to go back in the archives to find something, my advice would be to make sure you know the seller, right? Make sure you know of the seller's reputation. Make sure you're aware of the correct way to contact the seller. And I don't just mean a Facebook DM. I would personally, an address, like he had a business, so you could go to the business, I guess. You want a door that you can go and knock on. If all of a sudden the profile just 404s, right? You need to be able to go somewhere. I mean, it's going to be difficult if you're going to buy internationally, but at least you have that option to send somebody, right? The other thing too would be to note to compare, right? If you're looking at a bottle and you think, hang on a second, how can I be 100% certain that this bottle is the bottle? Well, then go and look at an actual version of that bottle. Maybe ask people, say, look, I'm going to buy an 1895 Bicentennial or whatever it is. Can you guys all post up yours? And I just want to see that the one that I'm thinking of buying looks the same, right? Maybe there's something wrong with it. Maybe the graphic maybe there's a typo. Someone could have recreated it, is what I'm getting at. So if you can compare with multiple sources, you might sort of potentially jump that, like check off all bases. When I owned a comic and collectible store, we dealt with fakes often, in signatures especially. Yeah. Some people believe that they are above the law. It's not even the law though, right? Like, the thing that kills me is, and it kills me because, well, we've seen communities fall apart before, but this is the community, right? This is the community, like the community of Jack Daniel's lovers. This guy came in and just went, I'll take that. I'll take your trust and love of a product, and I will financially gain from it. And you dudes won't even know unless one of you starts to smarten up and look deeper into it. And then all the things will come unraveled. What a crock of shit. Neil, I hope you get what's coming your way, dude. I really do. And I hope the people that have spent a lot of money on your products are made whole. Looks like who was it that was going? Barrel House was going to go ahead and make good, even though they're not responsible for it. But that's amazing. But yeah, look, this will wrap this section up, and I'll go and grab a drink and come back and chat with you. So if you want to hang out after, if you want to kick back for a while, I'm cool to kick back for a bit, just maybe half an hour or so, just chill out, hang out, talk about Easter or whatever. But this will conclude the Jack Daniel's segment. I don't have any Jack to drink. I got a bottle of spiced rum though from yesterday. I might have one of those. I might have a beer actually. Might have a beer. Anyway, I'll come back and we'll have a beer and have a hangout, little chit chat. Okay. Yeah, it's Easter. I'll be back. Got myself a beer, a couple of Easter eggs. Happy Easter. I don't know about chocolate and beer, you crazy kids. Yeah. So, I had some plantation. Oh, dude, plantation rum's rad. Hell yeah. Marty, that's one of Marty's favorites as well. Is it wrong to eat chocolate and drink beer? All right. You're really going crazy now, aren't you? Look at that. Happy Easter. I'm eating on stream. Oh, that's shit chocolate. That is cheap, shitty chocolate. Yuck. You know that chocolate that's like, it's like cooking chocolate? You got to have other things with it. That's disgusting. Hey! I see 6 likes and 6 viewers and 5 likes. Can we get that up one? Can someone who hasn't liked... Cheers. I gotta get this off my screen. I can't handle looking at this guy's hideous head any longer. You're out of there, dude. That's better. Look at that. That's much nicer to look at. So I went and shot a festival yesterday. Oh, get this. My friend's band was playing. Quite a good band from Australia. If you haven't heard of them, go and check out Bad Dreams. Dreams is spelled D-R-E-E-M-S, not D-R-E-A-M-S. Bad Dreams, D-R-E-E-M-S. These are old mates that I know, or not all of them. In fact, my history with Bad Dreams is actually more so with... So the front man... I'll show you my photos, eh? The front man in Bad Dreams is a gentleman called Ben Maui. Let me just bring up Across the Ocean. This is my music website. I'll show it to you here. This is my music website. And yeah, Bad Dreams. So these are the photos that I took last night. And this is Ben Maui, right? So I was explaining my history. So his brother is a guy called Wolfgang. Wolfgang, that's his real name, by the way. Wolfgang Maui. Younger? No, older brother. Older brother than Ben. Ben's younger, I think. Either way, Wolfgang was in a band with the bass player from this band. Well, sorry, the old bass player and drummer. Miles Wilson plays drums. James Bartold played bass. And Wolfgang Maui, those 3 yahoos plus another bass. So James Bartold played guitar, not bass, but anyway. They had a band together called Shiny Brights. And I did a bunch of work. I've still got... Oh, it's up there somewhere. I did a bunch of work with those guys on their EP, Too Many Chiefs. In the wake of the Shiny Brights, formed Bad Dreams. And so my connection to Bad Dreams is more so through James Bartold, bass player, and Miles Wilson, drummer, than it is through Ben Maui, vocalist. But I obviously know Ben because I know his brother Wolfgang, and other things. But so yeah, these are the photos. Very cool stuff. Very cool set. Here's the thing, though. After the show, I didn't have backstage. Oh, I'll get to this photo in a minute. That's a bad photo, but it's there for a reason. I didn't have access all areas. I just had a media pass, which only gets you, 3 songs from the pit, and then you're back out into the crowd kind of thing. But these festivals, they're run by Yours and Ours, which is pretty low key. And I know it's you're not meant to, but I just spoke to the security and said, "Hey, dude, I don't have AAA, but I know these boys in this band. Can I just go backstage to have a chat?" He's like, "Yeah, man, that's cool." So he let me go, and I went up and spoke to Ben, and I said, just chit-chatting about this and that. And then after we finished the conversation, I said, "Oh, man, I'm just going to go and chat with Miles because I just wanted this, because I know James isn't in the band anymore. So the only other connection I've got in that band is Miles, the drummer." And I said, "Oh, can I just going to go and chat with Miles?" He was loading out. They were kind of doing their thing to get going. And this is bad, right? This is bad. Ben says, "Oh, Miles isn't here." I'm like, "What? Miles isn't here?" And he said, "No, he's just taking some time off the band. He hasn't quit. Like James, the bass player, actually quit the band at the end of last year. Citing more time with his family or whatever. But Miles hasn't quit, but he just needed some personal time. So there was a fill-in drummer." And I was like, fuck. I am so out of the loop with music because I've been gone from Adelaide for over 10 years. I'm so out of the loop that I watched your whole set and I didn't even know that wasn't Miles on drums. So who was it? And he's like, "Oh, he told me it was a friend of theirs." And I was like, "Dude, what's wrong with me, hey?" It got me thinking that, like, I might be getting to the end of my relevance, if you like. I don't know. Like, Ben was saying that they're coming back and doing a couple of East Coast dates coming up in Sydney, and I should come up and do AAA, like AAA photos with the band. But then I was thinking, man, if I couldn't tell that wasn't Miles all night, like all show, like I'm photographing it, right? And I'm looking and I'm thinking I'm photographing Miles Wilson. Hello, Miles, if you're watching on Facebook. Hello, anybody who's watching from the Shiny Brights, or anybody, Wolfgang or Ben, if you're watching on Facebook. I didn't even know it wasn't him. And that's why this photo's important, because I still don't know who that is. Yeah, that's shit of me, hey, like. And that's a blurry photo. I don't know why. I scrolled that in, didn't I? Oh, okay, still. It's a bit blurry. Bad dreams. So these photos are, and so that's the new. And by the way, the new bass player, or new from the end of last year, he looks familiar too. I reckon I know him from Adelaide. I reckon I know him. I don't know him, but I reckon I know him. So if you're interested in this band, their style, I guess you could consider it like Aussie rock, Aussie bogan rock, I suppose, is how you'd describe it. Grandpa Bennon needs to wear his damn glasses. You know what? Could I shoot a gig? People wear glasses to shoot. I don't know if I could, because then the camera would always be up against it, and then when you take it, like, it looks good up there, and then down there it's... Actually, it looks good there. It doesn't look so good there. I don't know if I could do it, dude. That's funny, though. It is remarkably clear when you put those on, though, like, far out. Yeah, so Bad Dreams. Yeah, very interesting stuff. If you like Aussie music and you like what you hear on the the Winners game, I strongly suggest you check out Bad Dreams. And those are my photos. And this was a cool spot to hang out from. They gave us this access to this VIP area. I'm not a very important person, but yeah, it was good to be up there. Out of the wind too. Let me put that link in the chit chat. That's my music website. Not my photography website, but I put my photos up there. But that's my music website. Just this is how I continue to shoot gigs and festivals and stuff. Because I'm like I said, I'm out of that loop now, and to the point where I think I'm seeing my friend in a band. And dude, if Ben didn't tell me that wasn't Miles, I would have gone away from that thinking, oh, cool, good set. That chocolate's terrible. I'll go and get some more. 10 likes. I see that, Dale. Thank you. Thanks for the 10 likes, you fellow yahoos. Happy Christmas. No, Merry Easter. And other stuff. Hell yeah. So yeah, the rest of the festival was good. Other bands were good. There was one band called Slowly Slowly. I like that. Slowly Slowly were good. Is it wrong that the reason I liked that band, Slowly Slowly, is because the frontman had a Worship t-shirt on? Worship is like this death metal band that I'm not really a huge fan of, but I know of. And so when you see a young band, you know, on a bill and they're wearing, it'd be like a band wearing a Ween shirt. I'd instantly be like, oh, I must pay attention here because they're wearing Bugnish, or these guys know about Ween, so therefore they must be good musicians. It's kind of what I was thinking with this band, but they were pretty good. Another band, a solo guy called Tyne. Oh, it's over here. Tyne Jason. Tyne James Organ. This guy. Did I not click it? I thought I clicked it. Yeah, this guy, Tyne James Organ. This was pretty interesting, this guy, because he really had like a stage presence, you know, like he came out strutting his stuff. He stripped his jacket off to a white t-shirt and he did all these poses and dances, and yeah, he just had the crowd like, he had the ladies loving it too, you know, and he's got a mullet, so he's got that kind of like, you know, yeah. I enjoyed this guy's, or their set, because it's a bunch of them in the band, but oh, I really also enjoyed watching the guitarist in a pretty cool band called Mercy Mercy. So there you go, you get the idea of their vibe. This band, Mercy Mercy, yeah. So I didn't really like the music so much, but the guitar, the lead guitarist, and by the way, how cool is their band name? Mercy, as in thank you in French, and then mercy as in spare me. Gracias, spare me. Mercy Mercy, I like that. That's a cool name. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the band per se, but this guy, that's the front woman. Bass player was cool to watch too. Drummer was okay to watch. This guy, man, I loved watching this dude play guitar. It was rad. It was just like, did I only put one photo of him? That's a shame. Yeah, I just loved watching him play, and I loved his guitar tone and just the way he played. Yeah, really rad stuff. In the chat, Gibbs, I'm currently at a sand sculpture festival. I did see that. You linked me up in the tabs up the wazoo. Yeah, I did see that. Chillin', needed a vacay. It's lovely here. Yeah, man, I bet you're having a good time. So was that a paid photo gig? No, that is not a paid gig at all. In fact, everything you see on this website, on Across the Ocean, which is my music website, this is all me. The only reason I have this website is to keep me in the scene, right? Like to keep me involved in the music scene. None of the work you see here is me being paid. All of this is me doing what I think I should do. And by the way, this has changed over the years, but doing that keeps me in the loop with musicians and with bands. I did meet a guy yesterday in another band that, whatever, maybe we'll do something. But like I said at the beginning of this conversation, when I realized, or when I didn't realize that I wasn't seeing who I thought I was seeing, I kind of said to myself, and I said this to you on the stream, I said, maybe it's time for me to sort of step back from it. Like maybe I'm that far out of touch that I'm out of touch. I don't know. Edric, hello. G'day, H-man. How you doing? Chin chin. Jakeski, how you doing, man? By the way, Merry Christmas, Happy Easter, and all the salutations. Yeah, we're just chilling here. I'm working tomorrow morning, 4 o'clock. So up at 2, out at 3, start at 4. So this stream will just be what have been live for about an hour. Yeah, so we'll just kind of, I'll have this beer and then I'll wrap it up. But has everybody had a fun Easter? Yeah, everybody celebrated the chocolate Easter bunny, rabbit, eggs and stuff. Done the things. I slept in Govan. By the way, there's a small oil leak. I think it's coming from the automatic transmission pan. I know what that is too now. MD Wit, just another day. Just another day for you. Nothing special. No Easter love. You know what? Can I do a little searchy search for that? Let's see if there's anything about AT, which is automatic transmission. Automatic transmission pan oil leak. What was that noise? I don't know, dudes. I heard something as well. 4 common causes of transmission leaks. Okay. Let's diagnose. A transmission leak spells serious trouble for your car, truck, or SUV. Transmission fluid is also called transmission oil because it lubricates and protects transmission's parts, just like the motor oil lubricates and protects other engine parts. If you have a leak, low fluid levels can affect the transmission's performance and damage crucial parts. Transmission fluid is usually red to dark red. Okay. If it's pink, there's a real problem. Okay. Seals. Your vehicle's transmission has a series of seals that are made from either rubber or metal. With an average temperature of 195 degrees Fahrenheit, so that many Fahrenheits, things get pretty hot underneath your automobile's hood and the seals are affected by the heat. This wear and tear can eventually crack the seal, especially the pan gasket. That's where the speculation is that it's coming from. It's 1:07 a.m. for Bug Nana. Are we talking trannies now? Jesus. Lines. What's a line? Much like your brake or coolant lines, transmission fluid travels through the transmission line to various areas in your transmission. These lines are made from aluminum. I said that the way you guys would say it. I'd normally say that aluminum. Aluminum or steel. These lines are extremely durable and built to last, but heat and age can cause them to crack. Once they do, well, you guessed it. Transmission fluid will leak out of them rather than circulate through. What was that noise? Pump. This is all very sexual, isn't it? Aluminium. Aluminium. That's exactly how it's said, Dale. Thank you for phonetically putting that in the chat. Transmission fluid is pushed through the lines by the transmission pump. Because the pump is a workhorse, it can be a common source of transmission fluid leaks. Usually the body of the pump cracks somewhere and fluid leaks out, or if it's pushed out where the pump propels transmission fluid throughout the system. In that case, a new pump is generally in order. Well, let me show you, or let me find, where is my Delica Club? I want to show you the post that I took, because I made a little post of my issue, and it does show the oil on my finger, so you can see if it's going to be automatic transmission fluid oil. Let me just bring up the post here on the Delica Club website. Help identify this oil from a leak. Hey gang, I noticed a fair few drops of oil on the concrete where I park, and before I set about nailing down what could be causing it, could someone take a stab at what this oil could be? I haven't had time to get under and start looking due to work, but here are the images. Once you break the seal, you'll be peeing a lot. So that's the oil. What do you reckon that is, folks? Aside from a bloody good looking finger with some great fingerprints. And there's my thong with the oil, the dots of oil, so you can see how much oil there is leaking out. Not a great deal, right? By the way, that is a bloody marvelous thong. That's called a Haviana. They're good. Someone posted, if it's a diesel, it's probably not engine oil because they always turn the oil black. Have you looked under the car to see where it might be dripping from? And I said I haven't had time to get under it and start looking. And it's also not a diesel. My van is petrol. We'll go underneath and check a report back. I got underneath and located the area of these photos, and these are the area of the question. You can see the oil there. MD, that doesn't look like any thong I've worn. Well, we call a thong... We call different things in this country. But that is, I'm assuming that is the pan of the automatic transmission. It's quite well lubed down there, isn't it, Dale? I'm sure you'd be quite happy with that lube job. It's all over the place, isn't it? The source of the leak could be from the matting surface between the automatic transmission case and the pan. This is sealed with a flexible compound during assembly at the factory, but an aftermarket gasket is frequently used when the automatic transmission filter is replaced during routine servicing. Often the only way of identifying the site of a leak with certainty is to thoroughly degrease all the affected areas and look for the appearance of a fresh show. Can you expand on what the AT case and pan refers to? And then this lovely specimen put a little linky poo. I'm imagining wet is always better than dry. Ask MD. Yes, it is. Oh, shit. Okay, here we go, folks. Here is the automatic transmission and the pan handle. And this is the lube being applied. Oh, there you go, Dale. They're putting the lube on. Look. Drip by drip. And it goes around the seal. And then it all joins together in a lovely fashion. And that's probably where I'm getting an oil leak possibility from in my Mitsubishi Delica. I said, thanks very much, mate. That's where we're at. Nothing more to it. I'll sort it out, and maybe I'll even repair it myself. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll take it somewhere. Who knows? Coming up, though, on the 17th is the lowering day. The day that I get it GoVan lowered that'll fit in the carport. I mean, it's fitting in now, but it only fits in because I've taken air out of the tires. That's how I fit it in now. I'm running on low air. Like I was on 45 PSI, and now I'm on about 28 or something, and it's really slow and sluggish. And fuel economy is up the wazoo right now. What else can I tell you, yahoos? Did I show you where I woke up this morning? I put it on my YouTube as well. Why does this happen? Why does this happen? Okay, watch this. I want to go to YouTube. New tab. Start typing the word YouTube. The first thing that comes up, press enter. Look where it goes. Danny Black's channel.
So I finally upgraded my old laptop and got the new MacBook Pro.
Why does it do that? I didn't want to go to Danny's channel, but it's the only thing that comes up in the Brave browser when I type the words YouTube. I wanted to go to my channel. I want to mow the lawn and go fishing. And in the community tab, folks, I've been using it. I posted where I woke up this morning, and there it is. Is that as big as that goes? Oh, that's YouTube. Where I woke up this morning by the train line in Bury. And I gotta say, man, GoVan looks rad right there. I mean, it's a good looking van, but it does look good there. It's the algorithm. It wants me to go and watch Danny's channel. GoVan is looking good. Dude, I am so stoked with the fridge, right? I had just breakfast, right? I'm not set up yet. I'm not fully set up yet for camping because I haven't got... Because once it gets lowered, I can put things on the roof racks and everything. But at the moment, it's not quite there. But I just had breakfast, like a bowl of Wheat Bix and milk. So I took milk with me, turned the fridge on, drove out, 100% charge. Obviously, it's putting charge back in through the alternator while I'm driving. Parked up at that spot, went and shot the festival. I got there at midday, right? Turned the engine off. No solar panels at this point, just engine off. So it's running off the battery. In the morning when I woke up to have breakfast, 92% of that battery was still there. So it only had used 8% overnight to keep the fridge at 4 degrees Celsius. Now that's the normal temperature. Hey Siri, what temperature in Celsius should a fridge be?
I found some web results. I can share them if you ask again from your iPhone.
Just tell me now, you stupid Siri. Is that a rollout kitchen? It's a rollout fridge and freezer, I believe. I think it's a freezer in there because it goes below 0. You can choose the temperature that you want to set it, and you can go below 0. So that's a freezer, right? Was about to ask about the solar panels. Yeah, I can't put solar panels on it yet because it won't fit in the garage. So I'm getting it lowered, and then I'm getting a permanent solar panel on the roof. And I've also got a movable solar panel that I can plug in, which I plugged in this morning. I got it back up from 92.6 charge to 92.8 in about half an hour. Okay, kids, gotta go hit the hay, get up and cook. Love you all, bless you all, night, sweet dreams. Thank you, Bugnana. Pleasant dreams for you too. DREEMS for dreams, if you know what I'm talking about. And then I'm going to put like a cage on the roof, but the cage is going to be removable. And inside the cage, I'm going to be able to put my gas bottle, and I'm going to have a place to put jerry cans. So extra fuel, extra water, and shower water. And that's going to be but basically what I need at this point, it needs to be lowered so that I can put that solar panel on permanently. Because the solar panel needs to be on permanently. Yeah. And once that happens, I'm going to put the third battery in. So there'll be 3 batteries in GoVan. One of them for the streaming, right? Because we do need... By the way, I was thinking I might use my GoPro as the source camera for the... I used to use the GH5, this guy, in Stevan, and then I had the GoPro on the roof, and I used what's it called again? The RGB link. This is a switcher. I use this to switch between I only use 2 inputs, but there are 4 obviously. There's 5? No, that's the output. 4 HDMI inputs and one HDMI output. So these are the different camera inputs, and you can switch between them. You can fade between them. That's how I was, or you can put them picture in picture as well. That's how I was doing it before, and that's what I'll use it again. But I might use GoPros for both cameras, and then only use the GH5. Because you remember there was always like a there was always a hassle between pulling up and then going mobile. When we pulled up to a location, I'll be like, okay, well, give me 5 minutes to get mobile. Whereas if the GoPro is there and it's always there, when we get to the location, I can say, just give me 30 seconds to unplug the GoPro and plug in the GH5. And all I got to do is plug in a different HDMI cable and we're good. So that's probably, that might be what I do. And I mean, in October, they'll be releasing the GoPros 12, right? Should we ask Danny Black, find out what's in the pipeline for GoPro Hero 12? And so what I'll do is I'll use the Hero 10s that I've got for those cameras. You know what would be rad? If I could somehow get a source, get a feed out of my dash cam. That'd be pretty handy. It's a lot of weight up high in GoVan. A lot of weight up high. Not really, dude. Do you mean with 3 batteries, or do you mean as it stands now? I mean, 2 batteries is heavy, and yeah, 3 batteries would. Oh, you mean the water or something? You mean like the extra water I'm going to put up there, the jerry cans? Potential rollover issues. Roll over. Nah. Danny might know. Does Danny have a direct line into GoPro yet? Oh, that went in the bin. I was using Lampoon Group. I actually found, I got it right here actually, let me grab it. I saw it today. Found this. This fell out of my box of things. This is from lampoongroup.pty.ltd. Hey Benon, hope you are well. Stay afloaty. That's from GoPro, or that's from well, yeah, the GoPro team at Lampoon Group. That was when I was getting products. Do you remember I got there was a point there when I could email these guys at Lampoon and say, oh, can you send me backdoor floaties and underwater housings, and they'd send them to me. I never got free GoPros. I got 40% off though. That was rad. I think I bought, oh, my back camera. I bought the 7s. Yeah, I bought the Hero. No, the 7s. No, the 8s were the ones with the permanent. Yeah, they're the 7s. Yeah, I got them 40% off. If you put water and fuel up there, that's a lot of weight. I'd put liquids on the back, not the top. Oh, okay. Okay. I see what you're saying. So when I say like the jerry cans and whatnot, I've seen a lot of people camping, a lot of dudes driving around with jerry cans on their roofs. I just assume that's where they go. You know what? Let's have a look. I guess Rhino Rack is my roof rack. Rhino Racks. I guess let's just see what their products are. Rhinorack.com. It's a .au. It's an Australian website. Shit, yeah. Products. Roof racks, roof trays, luggage bags. You see this? Roof baskets. What have I got already? Well, let's see what I've got first. What have I got? Crossbar roof racks. I don't even know what I own. It's about center of gravity. Yeah, true. Okay, so they're just the poles, the rack thing. Pioneer platform. Is this what I have? Oh, okay. This is what I've got, folks. Dude, they're expensive, hey. Holy shit, dude. They're $1,000. I've got one of these. I don't know which one I've got, but one of these is on my roof. Dude, they're expensive, hey. So I got one of those. Let me just show you what they look like. So basically, you can affix things to these little gullies here and here. And what would I use up there? Platform accessories. Platform accessories. Okay, none of those. I mean, oh wow, Pioneer Cargo corner bracket kit. Probably something like that, right? Because I want to do something like, I want to be able to put like something like this on top of it. Confirmed structural loading, weight loads best down low. But I don't know, I can't put it on the back of the vehicle anywhere. I definitely want to buy something like this and have it on the roof that I can take it, because obviously that won't fit in the garage, but as long as I've got the facility to keep it, put it on and off, and that can be the gas bottle in there and like, you know, like other things that, whatever, I don't know, like just shit, right? Stuff that would go in the back usually. Yeah. What else have they got? Products. Luggage bags. What's a luggage bag? Oh, I don't like the look of that. Luggage bag. No, I want it to be solid. Roof baskets. You bastard. I want to be there when you roll over in the bush. Well, what do you suggest I do? Put it on the back of the vehicle? Roof box? Okay, I won't do one of those. What do you suggest I do then? It goes on the back? What can we... Spare brackets, components, work solutions, sport and awnings. Ute tub. What's a ute tub? Oh, okay. I guess I should search for jerry can. Jerry? Horizontal jerry can holder. Vertical jerry can holder. Double horizontal jerry can holder. Show a pic of the back of Govan. Delica Chamonix rear. This is what mine looks like, but it's in white, and I've got the ladder too, which isn't on there yet, but it will be there. I've got it. I haven't just put it. I have it, but I haven't got it on there. So, yeah, I mean the only space would be on that side of the door, right? Jerry can holders. None of them go on the back though. How does the back open? So there's a little flap. See where it says Delica? Just above it's a little flap, and you lift it and it goes. Clamshell, that's the word. Yeah, clamshell. There might even be a photo of it opened here. Oh, that was a nice looking one, wasn't it? Show a pic of the back space interior. The back space interior. Inside, Hendrik. There's no space inside of it. The drawers are butted up almost right to the edge. But that's the back of it with the little latch. Yeah, there's definitely no space in the back. Like the drawers, there's about that much of a gap. Not even wide enough to like put a pillow between it. You know, there's nothing there. There's no gap there, dude. I'd mount Jerry on the back, left side. Any space under the beds. See, that's the thing. Underneath the beds is the 4 drawers at the back, and up the front is the fridge. So they've kind of fucked it up, really. Like in actual, the better thing that they should have done would have done 2 drawers in the back and left one side open. But they didn't. There's jerrys to this shit. I'd mount jerry cans on the back. But okay, well let's do a search for jerry can mount rear. DS rear mounted jerry can holder. DS. Dear Stuart. Oh, just like that, eh? I mean, that's a good solution. I don't have a bar like that down. Oh, no, I do, don't I? I like that. Well, okay, so there's also a point. The reason I wanted to put one on top is because one of them's a shower and it's gravity fed. Or is it a pump? Might even be a pump. No, I think it's gravity fed. Either way, there's options all around of us, right? Wheel-mounted jerry can holder. The rear wheel? My rear wheel's underneath. Oh, I see it. That's interesting. That's interesting. Rock hard. This one's all about Dale. Rock hard 4x4 jerry can mount. Yeah. Yeah. Rock hard, folks. Oh, wow, that's up on the top there. Hard. Damn. That's quite the connections. I mean, look, we'll work it out, but I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying about like center of gravity and keeping it. Yeah, there's that. What I'm seeing is that there are options. There are options. Yeah, think it through. And I'm not set in stone at all at this point. I'm just stoked that we're getting to that point where we are almost looking towards those things. Like, I've got a great plan for interior lights. So last night was the first time that I've needed lights, I suppose. And I want to put strip lighting, like LED strip panels inside in the rear, but I don't want to just stick them on the wall so that, you know, I've got one here actually. Oh shit, it's gonna be hard to get out of here. Hold on a sec. So see this strip light here? So it's only one side. So when I turn it around, that's the side with the light on it, and this is the side without a light on it. And I like, if I stuck that onto a wall, you'd always be seeing just this light blaring at you. But instead, I want to cover it with like a essentially I want to put like a little, like a gully, like stick something on the wall that this slides into and just lays in there. And then you see the light. You don't see the source of the light, but you see the light. Because right now you see the source of the light and it just looks offensive. But I'm thinking if I put this strip all the way around, like I can either glue or screw into the paneling this gully, like a little gutter, and then whatever the strip lighting I buy, I can just slot it in there. Yeah, so you don't actually see it. Yeah, good idea, yeah. Put that back up there. And also that'll be on the second battery, which will run all the stream stuff. And so I'll be able to have that on like all the time, you know, and I'll have a separate switch, turn it on. Could even have two sets in there. That one's really, really strong, like a real bright one that maybe if you need for, or you could even do one on the outside, right? You could put like strip lighting on the outside of it as well when the awning's up. I gotta get out of here, folks. I'm tired. I'm gonna split and I gotta get up early. 2 o'clock tomorrow, 3 o'clock out, 4 o'clock start. Happy Easter, Easter Monday. Thanks for being here. I'm spotting 11 likes. Thank you so much for all the likes. Very, very nice number. Where are you going to take us? Yeah, we're going to go everywhere. We're going to go everywhere. I'm talking Marty into a Ayers Rock trip. Uluru, the Great Rock. I'm talking him into it. He doesn't need much talking into it, though. He's pretty keen. But yeah, I'm out of here now, folks. Thanks for being here. Happy Easter. Take it easy, dude. Thank you, H-Man. And yeah, everybody have a great Easter and keep yourselves safe. And don't be buying fake sealed Jack Daniels. Shit. Get out of here. Go on. Go on. Fake sleep.